Hey everyone, Joe Finari here, trustee for the Mastic Merchant Shirley Community Library, and I am just putting out another video. This one's in regards to the non-traditional items that libraries are now offering. Right, like I said in my intro video, libraries are no longer a place for just books. They are community hubs. They are the cornerstone of every community. And again, they are the great equalizer. Doesn't matter how rich you are, doesn't matter how poor you are, doesn't matter where you are in your standing in life, you will find something at your library, I guarantee it. And this video is going to go over some of the things that are, again, non-traditional of what libraries have to offer. And this is what we call, or what has been dubbed as, the library of things. Now, these are your non traditional items, from museum passes to fishing poles to quite literally what would be household items, but maybe you don't have them in your home at that time, right? So, again, library of things. Not a book, not a DVD. Well, they don't do DVDs anymore. Things are streamed now. But one of the hot topics that we've been having for a few years now, since we've implemented it, and we've been expanding on this program every year, are the wireless hotspots, right? So whether you're traveling and it's going to be the place you're going to be at doesn't have the greatest internet connection, or you are traveling but you don't use your own data, you want to use the hotspot, or if you are in a tough spot where you don't have internet in your home, you can borrow these things from your local library to help you out in that tough time, or whatever you need. So, or especially if you work from home, or whatever the case may be. But that's something that that we've been doing at our library for the last few years, and majority of libraries if they don't have that, they're adding it. So definitely check that one out, because that's everyone. Everyone thinks internet is readily available all the time, and that's not entirely true. So check that out. Again, museum passes. I know summer is over, unfortunately. I mean, I'm more of a fall kind of person, but in the summertime, whether if you're you got low on a budget and you want to do some things with activities with kids, or you've got family coming in last minute and you want to do some fun things, you know, Suffolk Cooperative Library System, which is the library system for all of Suffolk County, they get the memberships for these passes, these museums, or activities, and then we, via our membership with them, we pass through whether it's free, or like Long Island Aquarium and Adventureland, they are discounted tickets. So we pass through that discount from the institution to you as the patron. So if you, again, on a budget, or you've got family coming in, check it. Go to your library, check it out. Majority of the libraries participate with those. A lot of libraries now, if not all of them that I know of, are doing what are seed packets, right? It's like almost like a little free library seed exchange for any of you green thumb enthusiasts out there. Not so much me. I want to be, but I could kill a plastic plant. So that's not my not my thing that I like to do. Or I would like to, but I'm not good at it. Check it out, because there's usually some little display of where people can exchange seeds, or the library has some things, and how to, or what the best practice is. Some even libraries might even have some sort of group for gardening, or farmer enthusiasts, at home. To continue on with any kind of food related activities, potentially food related activities, is fishing poles, right? There are libraries that will lend out a fishing pole. If you don't want to go and spend the money on, a few $100s on a fishing pole, go to your library, check it out, see if they've got it. My library has, a fishing trip program where they go to the local fishing spots in the area, and the person who runs it is, he's a big time fisherman. He loves it, and he showcases and teaches you how to do it. So check that out. More of a adventure enthusiast, outdoorsy kind of person, there are libraries that will lend out GoPros. right? Again, so if you don't want to go and spend two, three, $500 on a GoPro, but you want to, you're just starting to your outdoor adventures, whether it's downhill mountain biking or whatever it may be, hiking, whatever it is, check out to see if the GoPro is available. Borrow it, do your thing, and then realistically, I mean, depending on how active you are, you may never even have to buy a GoPro. You just rent it out, borrow it from time to time throughout the year whenever you're doing your activities. Um, even instruments. There's some libraries that have instruments, or you can go into the library and play, which is odd considering 20, 30, 40 years ago. There's still those memes with librarians shushing people. Where they have studios. So check those out. And these are just a couple of things, library of things that you can lend out, that are lent out through your library. So I again implore you to go out there, go to your library if you haven't been, give them a call, check out their website, preferably walk through the door, because you'll get that face-to-face interaction with a library staff member who can help you figure out what your needs are. Because if you've never stepped foot in a library and you're just thinking it's a place for books, like you don't. What's the point? You don't need to go in there. At least that's your perception of it. And I will guarantee you that is the wrong mindset, because there is something for you there. And so it will only enhance your life or make it more interesting. Be like, oh, I didn't know that. And the reason why I'm doing this is because people might get mad at me for saying this, but in the eyes of certain levels of government, we are not a requirement to have, right? But I will say we are becoming more of a requirement from the community, because the things that we offer and the things that we're expanding on offering, right? So we are, lack of a better phrase, redheaded stepchild, pun, no pun intended, I guess, right? Where we get forgotten about because people think I got Google, which don't say that in a library. My eye twitch just saying it. And there are people in the industry that, that's a trigger phrase, but we tend to be forgotten about. And I am trying to be a part of the solution to that in many different ways via these YouTube videos, writing articles in newspapers, whatever it may be. But again, I can't stress it enough. Go to your library, ask them some questions. They will point you in the right direction. Because again, I'm going to reiterate from the last video. You pay it in your taxes already. Check it out. You're already paying. It's on average a couple $100 a year per household, depending upon your rate on your home. But check it out. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. There's something for you there. Libraries are the hub of every community, so check it out. I hope this is informative. I hope I'm getting to people who know their library exists but don't go there. Because I want people to realize what's there and what is coming to your library. So check it out, Library of Things. I hope this was informative, and I will see you again soon. Have a good one.